Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I've got some really exciting news that I'm about to share with regards to Celine. Now, if you are already plugged into the fashion luxury world, you may have already heard this news because it broke several weeks ago, but I'm still so excited. So Phoebe Philo, who was the former creative director of Celine for about a decade before Heidi Slimane took over, she is finally making her comeback. And I say finally because when Phoebe announced her departure back in 2018, the fashion world was abuzz. A lot of us were saying, oh my goodness, why? Why is she stepping down now? And what's going to happen to Celine? And of course, brands survive and new directors come in and fresh designs get introduced and all of that. But Phoebe was kind of like an icon, and she still remains to be. She was very much known for her feminine, minimalist, and also somewhat sculptural designs. I, as a handbag enthusiast, of course, zeroed in on these two handbags, which I'll open up and show you. If you've been on my channel, you'll already know what they are. But even her ready-to-wear pieces and her shoes, there was a lot of buzz around her collections. So I think she had about 17 distinct collections throughout her tenure over the 10-year period when she was with Celine. Prior to that, she was with Chloe. I'm just sharing the background information for those of you who don't already love and know her. If you're watching this video, I'm going to assume you're a big fan already. So the word on the street is that Phoebe Philo has been working on her own collection for the past couple of years, probably behind the scenes. And LVMH, as we all know, is the parent company of Louis Vuitton, as well as Celine, by the way. So there's a little bit of irony in this, and many other luxury brands. LVMH is going to back Phoebe. So they have decided to become a minority investor, which is a beautiful thing because then Phoebe will retain majority control in terms of like her artistic control, her business control, all of that. So LVMH is going to be the financial support as a minority investor. So how beautiful is that? It also shows a great sense of confidence on behalf of Phoebe for a huge conglomerate like LVMH. But I actually think that Phoebe is doing LVMH a favor because, like I said, the world was abuzz when Phoebe was at the helm of Celine, and when she stepped down, so many of her items were cleared from the shelves because Celine fanatics went out and bought everything they could get their hands on. And I'm going to show you this one here. I actually got in Paris a few years ago, and it's a classic Celine design. So this one here, this is my Celine trio. It's actually in navy, but it comes across as black sometimes. You have the very subtle Celine embossing here, and I do love the discretion, the subtlety, like I said, the very minimalist silhouettes and designs. I love her aesthetics, really, I do. So this one here, the beauty is that it has the triple zipper. So 3 different compartments. How clever is that? They do actually come apart. And look at this, these zippers, I don't know, it's just so simple and sleek, but so eye-catching and pretty, and also functional because, you know, us modern day women, we like to organize our stuff. So you've got 3 organized compartments here. And that's the other thing. Ironically, in this luxury world, even though largely we've got so many female consumers, we are the spenders, the directors or the designers are many of them are male, right? Many of them are male. So I love the fact that Phoebe is a female designer and she has a point of view when she comes out with her collections, and she is relevant to the modern day woman. She gets our body, our style, our dimensions. She looks at proportions and weights and functionality, right? And can also add in some playfulness, but I don't know, her signature look, for me at least, is very much like the classic, timeless aesthetics. So I don't know what she's going to come out with her new collection. Knowing her, it'll probably be something fresh, unique, and different, but also I'm going to bet, or at least I hope, that it will also be very classic and timeless. Let's see here. Excuse the sirens in the background. Here is my Celine classic box bag in the medium size, and this too, as you can see, very understated, discreet, and just beautiful, timeless, really. And again, very functional, as you can see. So you've got the Celine embossing on the inside, right? It's not loud in any way. And then you've got the compartments, again, well organized, very thoughtful. Now, I know that Celine is coming out with some pretty bags these days from Heidi Slimane. And I'm not knocking Heidi. He was with Saint Laurent before for many years, right? So they all have credentials. Gosh, those sirens are really distracting. But if I compare the modern day Celine bag designs with the Phoebe Philo era designs, I much rather these. These just kind of suit my personal aesthetics and have that kind of timeless quality. I keep saying that. So yeah, just really excited. Kudos to LVMH for coming out and backing Phoebe. I think it's really interesting because they own Celine. They are the parent company for Celine. I don't know if that's like a known thing. So the fact that they own Celine and then they're they're backing Phoebe to have her own namesake brand. And there are some articles out there, I kind of dug them up from a few years ago. It looked like years ago, like well over a decade ago, when when Phoebe was the creative director of Chloe, she stepped down to focus on being a mother. At the time when she was pregnant, by the way, and working at Chloe, I think they said she was the first big like female designer to ever take maternity leave. I mean, right there, she gets like 5 gold stars as a mom myself. I mean, that's like, it shouldn't be sensational news, but I guess in the fashion world, it's just like hustle, 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 and you can't bat an eye, you can't blink an eye because the fashion world moves so quickly. But she was like, I'm having a baby. So she took maternity leave. Good for her, as all women should be prioritizing their body, their needs, their priorities, etc., should they choose to. And then she stepped down eventually from Chloe, basically saying like, no, I need a break. And it sounds like there were talks with Louis Vuitton at the time where she had asked to start her own namesake brand. This is years ago. And I don't know what happened behind the scenes, but I'm going to guess that Louis Vuitton, or not Louis Vuitton, I keep saying Louis Vuitton, LVMH convinced her like, hey, take Celine, like become the head director of Celine and see what you could do there. And she actually made even more of a name for herself with Celine. So that was probably a smart recommendation. And if I were Phoebe, I would be thinking, it's just a matter of time. Like she just keeps proving herself and expanding her fan base. And now is her time. She is now, it's kind of like come full circle. She did her stint with Celine and she's now going to come out with her own namesake brand. And now ultimately LVMH is going to back her. So that is so cool. It's just like, it's a message around like resilience. It's a message around, just going out on your own and being independent and building up credibility and rapport in whatever line of work that you do and persisting so that your goals and dreams come true. I know I'm like blowing this maybe out of proportion, but I'm just so excited and I'm happy for her. I'm always happy for anyone who's able to go out and pursue their dreams and do it in such a fun, exciting, and positive way. So yes, I won't keep rambling. Timing wise, it seems like the industry news is saying January 2022 is like a milestone marker. I don't know if that means her new collection will launch in the spring of 2022, or if that means more information will come out and maybe she'll make like an official debut of some kind and maybe not a full collection. I don't know, but January is right around the corner. It's just a few months down the road. So I feel like it's going to come really quickly and I'm just really excited to see what she puts out there. Of course, I'm hoping that she's going to come out with some handbags. Ready to wear, I feel like, is absolutely inevitable. She's probably going to focus her energy on that. But we'll see. So I'm curious what you all think. Are you also a fan? Are you a fan of Phoebe Philo? And are you a fan of Celine in general as a brand? Do you notice the difference in the designs and the aesthetics coming out of Celine now? Do you have any preferences? This is not like rocket science or anything really important by any means, but I just think it's kind of fun news that I wanted to share with all of you, and it's something to look forward to. So let's hope for something fresh and exciting next year. And I guess if we are huge Phoebe fans, we should start to reserve some of our money. It's like, take our money, Phoebe. Here you go. We've been waiting for a few years for this. By the way, a little fun fact. When Phoebe announced her departure in 2018, You know, The Real Real, it's an online consignment shop, like secondhand pre-loved market. The Real Real actually shared that the search of Celine products on their website went up by 40% immediately after she announced her departure. And then that year, Celine revenue for their site, okay, this is The Real Real, their revenue from Celine items went up by 60%. So I'm not surprised, because there was actually another bag that I was hoping to get that's now been discontinued. It's called the Trottoir, and I can't find it. I see a few on the secondhand market, but not in the conditions that I like. I purchased one in a small size, but it was just not the right color. I kind of made an impulse purchase when I went to the luxury outlets, so I wound up letting that go. I still haven't found the perfect one, and I'm at peace because I love these two, and I'm perfectly happy with these two, but like I said, yeah, there's just a lot of excitement and buzz around this news, and of course I had to share with all of you. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below what you think, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.